Hey guys, it's me, Ops King, and today I'm doing a new thing. I'm with my friend Lynx, and we are doing
Hey
just a
guys.
chat. And today we're starting off with an easy topic. We're just gonna go over each of our top tens of favorite DC characters or heroes, specifically this time. And then we're gonna talk about the new Batman and how we feel about that as Batman fans. So we could do one character from each of our lists. Take turns.
Yeah, about the top 10, I have an honorable mention.
Go ahead.
I just couldn't limit it to 10. This is a
Yeah,
character I
that was
want
tough for
to
me too.
this is a character I think I will like once I start getting into the comics specifically. And the comics are the New God comics with with Darkseid, Highfather, Orion, stuff like that. So
Hmm.
my number 11 is Mr. Miracle, and
Yeah.
his name is Scott Free, which is a play on words because he was held by Granny Goodness, I think. So once he escaped, he called himself Scott Free.
Mm.
So I thought that was funny. I believe he knows the anti-life equation,
Well,
which
that's
is which is like a really powerful thing within comics.
who's the guy who's in the chair? What's his name? Is it Kronos?
Which one are you talking about?
Oh, there's this. I remember in the old Justice League. I don't really know much about the New Gods. In that area of the
I
comics, I
mean,
guess.
I honestly don't either. It's just like I've been starting to look into him, and I think I really like this character.
All right. So is that like your 10 or your number one?
That was like my honorable
Oh
mention.
yeah, honorable mention. That's my bad.
I'm going from 10 to 1. Like
Yeah.
so my number 1 is the best and my 10 is still good, but like my least favorite out of
All right. If you want to start with your 10.
I'll let you start just because I got my
All
honorable
right.
mention in.
So it's not really any particular order except like when you get to the closer lower number range. But I have Wannabe. Do you know who Wannabeast is?
I remember I don't know much about him, but um
And I remember the first time I saw him was a Batman Brave of the Bold episode. And I just kind of fell in love with this guy. He's this weirdo who wears just a mask and then like a loincloth.
a wrestling outfit. Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah,
Wasn't he in Teen Titans too? I feel,
maybe.
or maybe it was Batman Brave and the Bold. I haven't watched too much of Batman Brave and the Bold, but um,
Actually, the show's, pretty much for kids, right? But
yeah.
yeah, it shows a lot of the characters. Like even Owlman's in it, which is pretty
Dang,
cool. So,
which one? I'm kidding.
uh,
I know which one you're talking about. It's just there's one in the Watchmen.
so pretty much Wannabeasts. I'm just gonna read off his abilities real quick.
Oh
So he
man, you
has
came prepared.
Nah, it's just for him only. I have the Wikipedia page pulled up just for him. I just know he was a cool character, and I was looking at his abilities too, just to make sure. So he has telepathic control over animals. So pretty much Aquaman, but all animal. So he's actually a good superhero, you know.
That's crazy.
He's able to fuse two animals together into a chimera. So he's like, okay, I want an ape and a giraffe. Fuse them together, makes one animal with both abilities of the animals. And then he also has superhuman strength, speed, endurance, agility, and heightened senses. And he's an experienced wrestler. So, pretty cool character in my opinion.
Yeah. Um, the animal thing is really kind of strange, but is cool.
I mean, pretty much he's just an experienced wrestler who gained the ability to fuse animals together and control them. So,
You
we're
know, I
like example. Like if Aquaman was like, I want a bunch of sharks to go attack something, he's like, I'm gonna fuse the sharks with whales, then send them to attack something.
So that's with all animals, like even in the ocean.
Well, it says animals, so I'm just assuming all kinds of animals. Technically, though, could you say a human is an animal? So technically, if you think about it,
Ooh.
he could control people. I don't think he's ever done that, but he could mind control people.
If you
Probably
were
just never
writing
thought
the
about it.
comic, you'd make him control people.
Oh yeah, for sure. He gets the villains to stop other villains. Like just finds like Gorilla Grodd to stop. I don't know, Mr. Freeze or something. Just something random. Just having a fun time.
Um, that's actually a really interesting character. Like I haven't heard much about him at all. I'll have to
Yeah,
do.
he's pretty low.
I'll have to look into him because that seems interesting. Because I went through So first of all, when I was making this list, I had a hard time putting 10 people up there because there's characters you're like, yeah, I kind of like them, but I don't know if they'd ever make my top 10, you know?
Yeah, I had
And
like
then
15, and then I lowered it to 10 as best I could.
yeah, and my list is really I've just realized this is really male heavy.
Same. It's not
Yeah,
that there's not good female characters. It's just I kind of resonate more with the guy ones.
yeah, but that makes sense because you're a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my number 10 is Ozymandias.
I thought about putting Watchmen characters, but I was like,
Yeah,
nah, I don't know it enough for it to really be like one. I was tempted to put Rorschach, but I was like, nah.
yeah. Ozymandias I really liked, and the Watchmen comic is really good in my opinion. I honestly haven't read it in a while, so like I'm a little iffy on how it went, but I read Doomsday Clock and he was really cool in Doomsday Clock. And there was a scene with him and in Doomsday Clock that I really loved. So he's the smartest person in his universe, right?
Right.
And I think the the universe is Earth 4. I could be wrong. Well, the scene I'm talking about in particular is Ozymandias is like the smartest person within his universe or whatnot. I don't know if you know too much about him, but like he was super rich and he sold everything, kind of did martial arts, and then just became like rich again. So he's really smart. But he comes to our world and explains what happened in the Watchmen universe and his plan, how he got everybody to turn against the monster or whatnot. And then Lex Luthor basically says, if you're the smartest person on your earth, I'd hate to see the dumbest because Lex Luthor is just insanely smart. And even though Ozymandias is really smart, it just shows how smart Lex Luthor is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and another scene I really, or another, I guess it's not a scene, another comic book strip I really like is you know how the villains kind of explain their plan?
Mm-hmm.
Not that he was a villain, kind of. Yeah, yeah.
I would classify him as one.
He's technically a hero, so I guess I'm kind of cheating on my list, but
I mean, I think he
uh,
does count as a hero, though. I think he
so
fits.
uh, he basically, you know how the villains are like, so my plan is this and this. He does that, but then he's also like, oh yeah, I already did that. When Owlman and Rorschach come to see him, he tells them it's a whole plan, and like, oh my gosh, we gotta stop you, and he's like, no, I already did it.
Yeah, that's definitely smarter than every villain who does the
Yeah,
opposite of that.
yeah, he's just a really cool character, and I really like how I don't know, I like smart characters.
I
So
think I like more like if I look at my lists without telling you like what's on it, I have a pretty interesting set actually of it gets kind of basic at points, but I think it's a lot of different things going on here. All right.
I don't know what that means, but I'm excited to hear.
All right. So I'm gonna go to my number 9. It's actually Superman for number 9.
Oh, okay. I was
The
debating
re-
on putting him on my list.
See, I was debating even having it on it, but I've been watching Smallville again recently,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so I kind of started to like him. And in Smallville, anyways, you really see the character form. I mean, it really gives him, it flushes out his origin story, and you see all the mistakes he makes along the way, and so I
Yeah.
think it really humanizes him instead of him just being this overpowered god, pretty much.
I mean,
So,
basically he is though.
but yeah, basically he is. But
I
every episode there seems to be kryptonite just in the randomest places to make him less powerful.
yeah.
But in Smallville, you actually see him gain abilities because he doesn't start out with all of them. He's like super speed and strength. He doesn't gain flight to the last episode. So the whole
That's
time
really
he's
cool.
just like, grounded.
Um yeah, Superman is really cool. I joke with my friend or one of my friends and I'd said to him, uh Superman has stronger willpower than any of the Green Lanterns just because he can will his way out of anything.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I
Yeah,
would say that.
it's just because the writers, he represents hope and whatnot, and they just are like, yeah, Superman can do whatever he wants. He can. I think he's gone toe to toe with Darkseid, which is like stupid.
Yeah.
um, because that's not supposed to happen. But
Well, I think his villains are pretty good too, especially Doomsday and what that leads
Doomsday
to.
is so overpowered.
Yeah. I mean, the basic thing for Doomsday is if he dies, he can't die that way anymore, which
Yeah,
is that's an awesome power to have, really.
yeah, totally. Um, I in Doomsday Clock, this also made me like Superman. Was the DC universe? Oh, what phase is DC in? I'm not really up to date. I don't think they're in 5G yet. I think they just said they're planning on 5G. Yeah,
Oh,
for the future. Um, so basically, they made the whole DC universe revolve around Superman. So the way the DC universe is because it's around Superman. Everything in the DC universe is based on Superman. And have you ever read Doomsday Clock?
I've heard a lot about it. Never personally
Okay,
read that one
it's
though.
do you mind if I like
Nah,
actually this
go
isn't a
ahead.
spoiler. This isn't a spoiler, but like the whole time um Dr. Manhattan, which is he's insane.
Yeah,
Um the one of the things you see is Dr. Manhattan like Superman is going to punch Dr. Manhattan and then the universe just vanishes. And he's like, "Well, I don't know if I destroyed the universe, the entire universe, or Superman killed me in one punch."
that's
But
yikes.
it messes with that concept the whole time. But what ended up happening is Superman did not kill him in one punch. Neither did he destroy the universe. I'm just gonna have to let you figure that one out. But it's really really cool.
All right,
All
let's
right.
move on.
Oh, to my number 9.
Yes, what's
All
your number
right.
9?
I went with Tim Drake Robin.
Okay. He's not
I
on
mean,
my list. I thought about him though. Red Robin
yeah,
is
Red
very
Robin is
cool.
cool. I just like how I mean, I like and I don't like how they say he's a better detective than Batman, or he could be.
Same.
But it's really interesting because I don't think he's the best Robin.
Yeah, I
No
agree with that.
spoilers for farther on my list. But I really like him. He's just really interesting. Just like he really feels like he should be Batman's sidekick because Batman doesn't have a lot of detective sidekicks, you know?
That's true. Except for Detective Chimp. That's a champ right there. I
Yeah.
have to say though, Red Robin, or I mean Tim Drake. I don't think he was Red Robin at this point. I actually don't remember. But remember when Batman disappeared and went back in the past in the comics?
Oh, is that when? Oh, which time was that? Was that when
Which
Dark?
time?
Was
The
that when
one where he,
Darkseid hit him with the Omega
yeah,
beams?
Darkseid hit him.
Man,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
okay,
time. So
yeah.
when
He
he,
didn't. He didn't
I
do
was
the best job.
just,
I remember that.
yeah,
I
because
didn't like
literally
that.
when Batman was missing, he's like, I'm gonna be Batman. Then he gets bodied by Jason Todd. Like, and then Dick Grayson has to step in. So he's not the best physical Robin for sure.
No, but and then I think it was on the Arkham Knight games. You played the Arkham Knight games, right?
Yeah.
So I never finished the games just because I got so mad at the Batmobile levels. Just because I hated them, and that made me so mad, and I was just finally like, no, I'm not playing this game anymore. Um, but I really liked his mechanics because wasn't he in one of those games? Like, and
Yeah,
with the shield,
he's a
uh,
big part of it.
yeah. So the shield was really cool. How like his bow staff turned into a shield, and I was always like, what the heck? That's so cool. And I just really liked the character of Red Robin. Like, I could really see him probably out of everyone becoming Batman. Uh, if he got better fighting skills for sure.
Yeah, you'd have to work on that because I think every Robin beats him up, even Damien. I mean, especially Damien.
That's my least favorite Robin. Actually, it's hard
I
to
don't think
say.
he's bad, Robin. Like,
I don't
he's
like
a
him.
decent character.
He's just a annoying little brat, you know?
Yeah, I could see that there.
He's
Your
so,
opinion.
my gosh, yeah. He's just,
Uh,
mm. But
let's just move on before you rage on.
all right.
All right, so for number 8, I'm gonna go with Question because
Ooh,
Question is a very cool character, especially if you see like just like the couple episodes he's in the old Justice League cartoon. I think you'll fall in love because Question's a guy who's always having theories and thinking and making up conspiracies. And like I don't know about too much about his comics thing. I don't like when Renee Montoya takes over, but I do like when it's I forgot what his actual name is, but when it's a male Question, especially in the old TV show where he pretty much thinks Superman's gonna go and end up killing Lex Luthor, and it's gonna set the world into like a bad future. So he's like, I'm gonna kill Lex Luthor instead, and since everyone thinks I'm crazy, it won't make the league look bad. And so he's willing to like kill people and stuff to make sure the
is
league
that a
and the
shot at
world
Batman?
stays good. What?
Is that a shot at Batman?
Hey, there's actually a shot at Batman later on my list, I think, but yeah, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you
Isn't
know?
he the guy with like he has the mask that
Yeah, where
kind of
it's like
like,
no face.
yeah, when I first saw him, I thought he just had no face, and I was like, well, how does he live? And then I found out it was a mask. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. I don't know too much about him. I know he's a really, like, he's a detective like Batman. I
Hmm.
don't know what level compared to
He's
Batman.
very smart, but he
Yeah.
gets outsmarted sometimes because he's not
I
like
mean, so does
big
everybody,
brain class.
though, except
Yeah,
like Brainiac.
All right, let's move on to your number 8.
Okay, so I had this spot as something, and then I changed it. I put Superman in the spot originally, and then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I don't think I want to put Superman on my list. So I put Wonder Woman.
Ooh.
I really like Wonder Woman. Um, that's my girlfriend's favorite superhero. So
So
basically,
you
my
had to have
girlfriend,
her on the list.
yeah, basically. Well, I just really like her now because my girlfriend doesn't really like superheroes, and that's one that she likes. So I can tell her about superheroes by talking to her about Wonder Woman.
You just gotta throw that
So
name
it's
in every little bit. Keep
yeah,
her focused.
yeah. So it's made me really appreciate the character more.
I mean, she's strong, really strong.
I know.
I do like the Injustice Wonder Woman the most, though, because she just kind of like dilutes Superman's brain, and he just goes off.
Yeah, Injustice Superman is the most overpowered thing I've ever seen because he just lasers
One.
right through Shazam's head.
Yeah, that was brutal.
And it's just like Shazam is not that weak.
Yeah, but then when you think about it, that was killing like a 10-year-old. So
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
yeah, but Wonder Woman, especially in her movie, which was a good movie, it shows off like how fast thinking she is, because
Yeah,
she's able to see where a bullet's going to go, and that's pretty good. I don't like the villain of the Wonder Woman movie. It's Ares,
Ares.
right? Yeah,
Are we talking a little bit about the Wonder Woman movie?
yeah. We can talk
All
about it a little
right.
bit.
Yeah, I don't like Ares at all. I don't like his mustache.
You don't like Lupin from
No.
Harry Potter?
I think mustaches ruin the DC universe.
Oh
Except,
yeah,
or yeah, just with Superman's mustache, and now
yeah.
you know.
I think
But
Ares just kind of like threw off the ending of the movie.
yeah, I'm really excited for Maxwell Lord, and I think it's 1984, Wonder Woman
Mm-hmm.
1984. I'm really excited for that movie. And then Cheetah will be really cool, even though I don't really care for the actor. I don't think she's too funny, but
Well, I don't think
um,
Cheetah's a funny character
I know.
though.
So maybe
It's
she'll
kind of
do
tragic.
her well. Yeah. But I really like this. Instead of so Wonder Woman, I think debuted during World War II, same time as Captain America, right? Around that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the movie, they changed it to World War One. I really liked that.
Yeah,
I really felt like it suited Wonder Woman better in a way.
yeah, I think so.
And nobody really noticed that. That was just really cool to me.
All
Uh,
right,
did you also know Wonder Woman can talk to animals?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's one of her overlooked abilities.
Yeah, and how she has an invisible jet, but she can fly.
Yeah, how the Flash doesn't the Flash have a bike?
Yeah, he does have a bike.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
don't
which
know.
one's more useless.
Sometimes Wonder Woman can fly, sometimes she can't. It's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
it's kind of like Thor. Sorry, that's Marvel, but doesn't Thor need Mjolnir to fly?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's where he
so
has those abilities. Well, except
sometimes it's
in
like
the movie.
yeah, sometimes he can fly without it, sometimes he can't. I don't know.
Okay,
So you're number 7,
my number
right?
7 is Dead Man. You know Dead Man?
Deadman. Yes, I know Deadman.
Is he on your list? Just out of
Deadman
curiosity.
is not on my list. No.
Boston Brand, if I remember right, that's his name. I just think his power is so cool
It is a cool
because
power, I will give you that.
possession, man. But the thing about it is, the reason why he has it is because he's still atoning for sins, right?
Yeah.
And I know, and I'm bringing this back again, but in the old Justice League cartoon, he was there for like one episode, and he possessed Batman, and he used Batman to shoot a gun, and it actually killed someone.
Oh dang.
And then he gets out of Batman, but enough about Batman. That affects him in some way, but Deadman, the person that gave him his power, I forgot what the name is like, you just killed someone. So now you have to atone for even more sin. So he's just stuck like that. But
I mean, that's cool though.
in Justice League Dark, he shows up too.
That was really cool. You've watched Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
Man, that's a whole. I kind of wanted to delve into that in my tier list, like the Justice League Dark, but that's a little much for me, you know? Sometimes.
Yeah. I was gonna have
Doctor.
Constantine on my list only
Yeah.
because he was played by Keanu Reeves one time.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the first time I ever saw Constantine, it was a movie. I didn't even realize that it was like a DC character. But then a couple years later, I figured it out. But yeah, Keanu Reeves plays him in a movie.
Dang.
Yeah,
I was thinking about Dr. Fate on the list, but
he is actually on my list.
oh,
I'll go to him real quick since you brought him up. He was my
no,
number 6 actually.
oh, he's your
So
number 6. All
let me
right,
just do that. Then you can do your 7 and 6
all
together.
right.
So yeah, Dr. Fate. I just think, was it Nomu or Namu or Nabu
Nabu,
or whatever the
right?
spirit is that possesses that helmet is extremely powerful. I'm not
Isn't
saying
he
any
as
particular
powerful as the
fate.
Spectre?
Maybe,
I've
but
heard something like he's almost as powerful as the Spectre, which the Spectre is insane.
yeah, Doctor
Because,
Fate.
sorry, you can go.
Well, the reason why is because Spectre's also on my list, so I don't want to talk about him right
Oh,
now. So let's leave him for later. Let's just talk about kind of Doctor Fate, that we can compare them together when we get
see,
to Spectre.
I'm just picking your list apart.
Yeah.
I might be my own detective.
Uh
See, I'm getting the
but
vibe of what you like, and I'm just tearing it apart.
well, that's the last supernatural thing I have on it. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. So
Deadman, Deadman is cool. I respect that pick.
yeah, he's kind of
Very
a
underrated.
he is very underrated because he could pretty much take over anyone. I know. Um, Nightwing actually becomes Deadman and Injustice,
You're right. He does.
and so that's cool. Also,
After
very cool.
Damien kills him. Sorry,
Yeah,
last
that does
shot at
happen.
Damien.
But Doctor Fate though, the helmet. Yeah, we talked about kind of how powerful it was, but the fact that anyone can wear it and it takes over them instead of them controlling the helmet is, I think, because no matter whoever wears it is controlled by the helmet. The helmet, you know.
Yeah,
Like imagine if Superman wore it.
dang. That'd be insane.
Because all that magic with Superman's powers, along with the Green Lantern ring, because he's the most willful character, right?
Whatever, yeah. He doesn't even
The,
need the
the
Green Lantern ring.
you saw him with the yellow ring in
Huh?
Injustice. That was
Yeah.
pretty epic for the short time.
What were you saying about Dr. Fate, though?
No, it's just like how
Imagine
powerful the
that.
helmet is, how it can control anyone who wears it, and
Yeah.
they also see the future, which is a powerful ability.
Yeah. Bringing it back to Marvel. If you discard, like, before, like, Doctor Strange could do anything, like you know how there'd just be a spell for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, after when I guess some of the people that give him his power went to war or whatever and took away some of his power. If you compare them now, Doctor Fate would body Doctor Strange, in
He
my
really
opinion.
would.
He's just that powerful.
Yeah. Doesn't he? His headquarters is in like an alternate dimension that
I
like no
think
one can
so.
reach, right?
I think it's in his helmet.
Is it? Is it in
I
his
think
helmet?
I think so.
Oh gosh,
It might be. I'm
that
not sure.
if it is, that's even more overpowered. Because how the heck are you supposed to get to it?
I think you
I
can open up a portal to that dimension.
Oh yeah, his fate like portals, like the cross thing.
Yeah.
Very cool. I like that a lot
Oh,
because everything is themed around that. Like even when he like locks people up, it's like it's like their hands going through the cross and like their head in that like a whole thing, and so they're like stuck.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That is cool.
All right, let's do your 6 and 7.
I'll do my 7, then 6. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well then, go ahead.
Um. Okay. So don't get too mad at me. I had to do it. I put Batman.
What? Oh, you put him as 7?
7. Yeah.
Oh wow, this
Uh.
this treachery.
Yeah. So Batman, he's really cool, but I think
He's
he's
actually my number 5. So,
William. You can't just keep telling me your list like this, okay?
well, I'm only telling you that he's my number 5 because we'd have the same character. Whenever that happens, we could just talk about them at the
Yeah.
same time.
So Batman is just um he's just awesome.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta say. Is he's just Batman. I
yeah.
will say though, it's just annoying having conversations with people. This is why he's lower on my list. And having conversations with people and they're like, well, who would win in a fight? And it's like, I don't know, who's really overpowered. Like, oh, let's say the god of the DC universe, the Presence, or Batman. And people would just go Batman.
Batman. Yeah, because yeah, Batman.
If he had
It's
enough
because it's
preparation time, he
true.
could beat anyone. And
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
could beat
come on.
God, right?
I'm just
So
like,
that's
come
how it
on,
works.
man. That's not how it works. And it's just annoying because there's a it's not everybody. It's just like a specific group of people that just say Batman could beat anyone.
Well, if
Batman's
he
my
had enough
favorite
preparation
superhero.
time, there could be a Batman kills the Marvel Universe.
Marvel Universe?
Yeah,
Bat
because you know how they have
Batman?
like, those things called the like Spider-Man kills the Marvel Universe, Punisher kills the Marvel Universe, Deadpool
Okay,
kills the
it's
Marvel
kind of
Universe.
yeah. Batman is really cool and he's really powerful. And I think he could take out the Justice League. But just sometimes it's just like, don't say Batman.
But what I do want to say is Dick Grayson is not on my list because he was Batman at one point, and I was like, Dick Grayson Batman is on my list.
Wait a minute. So Dick Grayson is not on your list, but Dick Grayson Batman is on your list.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how I fit in more characters than 10.
Oh, okay. I just put 11, but it's whatever you want to do, William.
Yeah.
You've already told me your whole list, so I guess it doesn't matter.
It's not the whole list though.
um, what's your favorite? Just give one example of what you really like Batman, and
Like what, like show, movie, or like what situation?
just just any form of media, like just any like an
My
example.
favorite Batman would have to be Justice League, like the old cartoon Batman, for
Justice League
sure.
Unlimited.
Yeah, or Justice League Because like there's Justice League, then there's the show sequel show, Justice
Yeah,
League Unlimited. That Batman would have to be the best, I think, because that also came off of its own series too, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
But yeah, that Batman is my favorite.
I'd have to. It's so hard to pick one, but man, I don't know if I can pick one. I really like Killing Joke
You
Batman.
asked the question, but you can't even answer it, huh?
I know, I know.
But the Killing Joke Batman is very good.
The Killing Joke has got to be one of the best comics ever written, though. So that's kind of like a
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so my number 6. It's got to be the person Superman killed in Injustice, which was everyone, but
You mean Shazam?
yeah, with his laser eyes, laser beams, Shazam, Billy Batson. I will preface this with I'm not a huge fan of like, when they had like a bunch of kids say Shazam at the same time?
You mean like in the movie?
Yeah, but there was also a time in the comics where it was like a bunch of kids rather than just Billy Batson.
My question is for the Shazam movie. So did they all have only one power of Shazam, or did they all have all the powers? They just only used one of them.
Uh,
Because that wasn't really explained.
I don't really know. I wasn't really talking about the movie, but
Yeah, but
now you really got me thinking.
because I was so confused though.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. They were each using one power though.
Yeah, so I don't know if it got split or not. But let's just continue with what you were saying.
I don't
Don't want to
know.
get you off track.
Shazam, I think, is really underrated,
I
especially with.
think he is, but I think
I
he's
mean,
gaining more traction though.
I would agree with that, especially with his movie out. A lot of people are liking him. What's the name of the guy that played him in the movie?
I do like one of the jokes from the movie where, like, when he first gets to the foster home, he goes upstairs and he meets Freddy, and he's
Oh,
like, "Don't believe their act. You want to know
yeah.
why my legs messed
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Because they threw me out the window." Oh, I think it was good though. That's the only
Um,
joke I remember.
since we're
Because the
already
rest of it,
talking about the movie, I'm really excited for the second Shazam.
yeah, I mean, it'd
The
probably take
Rock.
as long as it took me to watch the first one.
The Rock is going to be in it
Yeah,
as
Black
Black
Adam.
Adam, King of
That's
Kahndaq.
pretty cool.
That is awesome. That's like I remember hearing stuff about that like so many years ago, and I'd be like, that'd be awesome. And it's actually happening if it
Black
wasn't for this
Adam's
virus.
kind of white though, isn't he? Like, isn't he like pale?
Are you
Usually?
being racist? He's Egyptian. Oh my gosh, I
No,
can't talk.
no, but I mean like yeah, a lot of it, like in the Injustice,
Yeah, they do make
he's
him really
tan,
pale.
but like usually he's like this really pale guy.
Yeah, it
But
is weird
I
that they
guess
do that.
Samoan fits with the new like way he looks.
Yeah, he's really cool. Black Adam is super
I'm
cool.
basically just Shazam with a little bit of evil.
Um, one of my things I really do like about Shazam is a lot of people forget how fast he is.
Yes, he is
He has the
fast.
speed of Mercury
But he's not as fast
as the
as.
Flash. No,
Yeah. Who's
he
faster,
might be
Shazam or
faster.
Superman?
That's a good question. I'd have to say Shazam though. But they do the thing where they make Superman overpowered and almost beat the Flash in a race. But then
Yeah, that was dumb.
I think they also just said like made a comic after that said, I was really just taking it easy on you, and the Flash just burned Superman.
Yeah, there's
But I
actually an
think
episode of
Shazam has
Smallville.
actually matched the Flash's speed for a little bit. I think He's definitely got to be faster than Jay Garrick.
Jake, yeah, because he's like the slowest one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Sorry. Now we can go to your number 5 of Batman.
Yeah. So, Dick Grayson Batman is just one. I'm not talking about regular Batman. I'm just talking about Dick Grayson Batman. Dick Grayson, Nightwing. This is Batman, though. He was Robin, Nightwing, Batman. That's definitely the steps to get to Batman for sure. Once Batman, I do like Damian when he's Dick Grayson's Robin, because I feel like that was a good relationship.
That is an interesting. Yeah, it's weird
because,
though,
like,
because you can tell Batman loves Dick Grayson way more than he loves Damian.
Yeah, because Dick Grayson's his actual son, and then Damian just kind of like showed up and said, "I'm your son."
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I feel like Batman definitely, even though he slaps Dick Grayson in the one comic, that's like a meme now. He definitely loves Dick Grayson the most out of every Robin, and I think he actually poured the most into Dick Grayson.
But wasn't Tim Drake like the actual like guy in the will who gets everything now?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because like I thought he was the.
I think he is. I think you're right.
I think he loves Tim Drake the most, actually, for some reason.
You think so? I think he's just hard on Dick Grayson.
Yeah, he's just really hard on Dick Grayson. That's what I think it is. Jason Todd, he's kind of like sad.
He's kind of like Batman's child, you know, like the black sheep.
Yeah.
Out of the group.
I mean, there's not really much to say about Dick Grayson besides he's pretty much Batman with charisma.
Yeah, and better acrobatic ability.
Yeah.
Which makes him really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would put him as Batman to be one of my favorite, because I don't know. He's different when he is Batman, because he does struggle with the idea of like being Batman, I think, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. But he knows ultimately that he has to do it, which is what I like.
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
true.
I know what I have to do. I'm gonna do it. You know?
Uh-huh. All right, so my number 5 is Barry Allen, Flash.
Whoa, that's my number 4.
Dang. See, I'm just picking your list apart one by one. It's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I have one that you won't have though. Hopefully.
You think?
Yeah, I think
okay,
so. My number 1.
What do you think my number 1 is? Be honest.
Aquaman.
Okay, I don't. You'll see what my number 1 is. I don't know what your number 1 would be. I have no clue. It's just very difficult. I mean, I guess the rest of your list, but this one's hard. I guess I'll just see.
Yeah, you always have to wait to see.
Flash is awesome. I just have to say that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's been getting a lot of hate lately because the writers have just made him slower and slower, especially with Wally West coming out of the Speed Force. The original good Wally West, not the new Wally West.
The ginger one.
Yeah. I just really like Barry's personality and the comics, and he's really smart, but yet like I don't know how to explain him. He's just like he is a really caring person, you know?
Yeah. He's a very sympathetic person.
But he's also has like the kind of side to him that's just like all over the place too. But not very much. I feel like every Flash kind of has that side though. The really energetic side. The funny side.
They're speedsters.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's just I think it leads for some really entertaining moments when you have a character like that that's so fast and just kind of like a funny character. But also, he had to do Flashpoint, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. No, I think it was good story, but the reasonings for him doing Flashpoint.
Yeah, I don't really, I don't know. Flashpoint was a good story. I won't argue with that, but it was just kind of like, are you serious, Barry? Come on.
Like why all of a sudden are you just gonna do this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
And
do your number 4 because mine was Barry.
all right, this one may surprise you, and actually it may not. I'm going with comics Green Arrow.
That's my number 3. Damn it.
I just really again, he's a really funny character.
He's my hit at Batman though, because Green Arrow will kill when necessary.
Yeah, but also he's not as
He's
in the
not as
TV.
good.
You're
Yeah,
right.
for
It's
sure.
not like the TV show at all.
Yeah.
He's
He
just
will
really
kill though.
um yeah, he's just a really funny character, just the interaction with other character, and he actually has a stable life, you know, which I kind of like about that with Black Canary.
Yeah.
Except his first apprentice is like a drug addict or whatever.
Yeah. He has
Yeah,
issues.
he's just a really all around like solid character, like kind of like if I would want to meet a comic book character in real life, I think I'd want to meet Green Arrow.
I mean, his story is definitely original compared to everyone else's. You
Yeah,
know.
I was like, is it original? I thought we were talking about something different because it's kind
What
of
were you
original, but
talking about?
it's kind of original, but it's just kind of like I don't know.
Well, I mean, I
It's just
think
it
you have
kind of
people
just
like
seems like a common thing to be like go to a remote
Lost.
area and just like learn something, you know?
I mean, he got stuck on an island, but
I mean, yeah, but Batman like isolated himself too.
well, that's by you know,
I guess, yeah,
Batman
I guess you're
lost
right.
family, Superman lost a planet. It's just all this loss. Green Arrow gets stuck on an island and has to survive.
That's
That's
why I was confused when you said it because I was like, is it original? Because a lot of people kind of isolate themselves and then
it's not
learn.
about the isolation though. It's more like
He just has to learn how to survive.
yeah, because
Yeah, I guess
imagine
you're
you're
right.
just this rich guy who's been pampered your whole life, then you're thrown into a situation where there's no help. You
Yeah,
don't get to learn this or that. You have to like learn everything, like how to survival skills. You know?
yeah, that is really cool, actually. It is original now I'm thinking about it, but when we first said it, I was like, wait, what are you talking about? You know?
Yeah, but I mean, no one else gets stuck somewhere by choice. Like I mean, that's what they do. They
Yeah,
don't do
it
what he
gets,
did.
yeah, you're right. I will take it back. The show? Mm, eh.
I like the show,
I've
except
stopped watching it.
for like the latter half. I do. I didn't watch the last season of Arrow, but in it,
I haven't watched the last like two or three. Oh,
pretty much the last episode, like the last season, is him not being Green Arrow. It's just him doing stuff for the Monitor, preparing for a crisis.
the anti-monitor or the monitor?
The Monitor. He does stuff for the Monitor. Like he goes to a different Earth, grabs something, and then he kind of
Oh,
screws up, and so a whole Earth gets deleted with his friends on it.
nice, nice.
It's good stuff. Like
My
Earth
favorite
2 gets
season was the
deleted.
one with, I think, Prometheus. Wasn't that his name?
That's the 5th,
I don't
I
remember, but
think.
where like his wife, not his wife, or his baby mama gets killed.
Baby mama.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's how it goes. That's the
Yeah,
season finale.
that was really cool. And then also like how his son liked the Flash more than him. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. The only issue is practically everyone survived the island, though.
Did they
Exploding.
actually?
Yeah. Like, pretty much everyone.
That's the last season I watched, so I didn't realize that.
Yeah. A lot of people survived that. Only the baby mama and, like, I think Captain Lance died. Was he on the island? I don't even remember. But, yeah, pretty much a lot of people survived that. Alright, let's
Alright.
move on to your number 3.
My number 3, it's
Don't
Flash
be another character.
Wally West.
Okay, I have no more flashes on here, so we're
The
good.
original Wally West, of course, because that's the only one in my mind that exists, kind of like the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Only. I mean, the prequels exist. I like the prequels, but the new ones, I don't feel like they exist. It's
Yeah, I just
better
kind
if
of
they
ignore
don't,
them.
you know?
Yeah. I mean, we kind of already talked about Wally West, but Wally West, I think, isn't, in my opinion, not as good as Barry, but is still a very
Yeah.
cool character.
I really liked Wally West because of Young Justice, and I think that's always something that
Yeah.
I don't know, that made me really biased towards Wally West Flash just because, or Kid Flash, I'm sorry. Um, just
Well, he
because
becomes Flash.
well, yeah, that's true. But in
Well,
specific, I
not
like
in
him better as
Young
Kid
Justice.
Flash. It's just he you know how I said I like the energy from Barry Allen as Flash.
Mm-hmm. You
So
like Wally's.
it's like in the middle of Barry Allen and Bart Allen,
Yeah,
which is it's a good spot for me, you
because
know?
Impulse is a little too much
Yeah, I would agree with
stuff.
that. I feel like it's a good spot, and it's just like the way they write the character is just perfect, and he's
You
one of
know
my
what?
favorites for sure.
That reminds me of something. In Smallville, the Flash that's in it is actually Bart Allen.
Really?
Because what happens is he steals Clark Kent's dad's wallet because that's what Flash does. Because he's a thief in that one. And
Oh,
well, he's like this street kid who like, because their whole thing is everyone that has superpowers is a freak that's never accepted, pretty much.
mhm.
And so pretty much he steals the wallet. Clark, he outruns Clark, right?
Yeah.
So Clark goes to his house, and he's like, man, he picks up his wallet, and he sees a license that says Jay Garrick, another one that says Barry Allen, one
Oh,
that
that's
says
cool.
Wally West. And I was like, okay, this may be Bart, but they mentioned the other ones, so I was okay with that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
Yeah.
Superman and him actually have like a race thing, because Clark Kent's like, why don't you stay in Smallville? He's like, oh, if you can catch me, I will. So they start running, right?
Yeah.
And then he, once they get to the water, he just starts running across it, and Clark Kent's like, I can't do that, and just stays on the other side.
That's funny. Yeah, but
But
I
yeah,
definitely Wally West will always have a place in my heart for Young Justice.
yeah.
Which my top 3, these are like the characters I would say like will always be in my top 3. Like I don't think another character will kick them out. Like I know that's a really bold claim, but I just don't think I really
I
like
think
these
mine are
characters that much.
interchangeable.
You think yours are changeable?
I feel like if something could happen, but I feel like I really like this character, so.
All right,
Alright.
what's your number 2?
Spectre. He's my number
Spectre.
2. Only because he's
Is he a
God's
good or
will.
bad guy?
He's
I
a
thought it
good
was
guy.
God's wrath.
Well, that's probably more accurate. God's wrath. He just does whatever God wants, pretty much. Just
Yeah, I thought he was kind of a bad guy though. Mm.
he'll do stuff, but it's for God.
I
So it's
think you
very
mean the
subjective.
presence.
I think it's I hear what you're saying. I think it's subjective if it's bad or good.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
there's a like this CW. They had Oliver Queen become Spectre, and I was like,
Of what the
that's
heck?
kind of weird. I never would have thought of Green Arrow being Spectre. It was really weird.
Yeah,
But
because Spectre always needs a host.
yeah, like they I remember in Injustice, Spectre was gone, and it was Mitchell Plick, whatever that guy. He was pretending to be Spectre.
Mitzelplix, Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say his name, but you have to say his name backwards to reverse it and get him to go away or whatnot.
Yep.
Mr.
But
Mitzelplix or something.
yeah, something like that. But Spectre is just a really powerful character, and I really appreciate how he can pretty much do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And plus I think his name is really really cool.
That's
That may
the name.
be the main reason
The name
why.
alone made him number 8 on my list, and then I learned his powers, so now he's number 2.
That's pretty accurate, actually, because
Yeah.
I've always liked the name and the design, because that's a really cool design, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And then the fact that he's that strong just really pushes him up there.
I agree with that. He's really cool. He's not on my list, but I really like
Yeah.
him. Well,
What's your number 2, huh?
I don't want to say.
Oh, you afraid? Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get judged really harshly by you.
Am I gonna rip it apart? Is it Aquaman?
It is Aquaman.
I knew it was Aquaman. Literally, Wanna Beast is better than him. I explained
No,
why.
Aquaman is so cool. Okay, do you want me to explain why I like Aquaman so much?
No, I think I already know, right? Yeah,
Why?
because he's strong
No.
and
Where my liking for Aquaman came from?
the movie.
No. So
No, because everyone rips off on him. Because
not that
everyone.
exactly. It was just kind of like, so I used to, what probably really got me into comics was Injustice, the game, right? Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I watched like the Spider-Man TV show when I was younger and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that,
that's
like
good stuff.
everyone. But I think Injustice really like made me like comics and just what they are basically. And so in the game, Aquaman, the Flash is running around, and Aquaman catches Flash's punch and then beats him up. That was just like me when Injustice came out. I was just like, oh my gosh, did someone just catch Flash's punch? Because I've always liked Flash, you know.
Yeah,
He was probably my number one favorite, but then I was like, holy crap, Aquaman is so cool for doing that. And then he was my main in Injustice.
Injustice 2 Aquaman. I don't like
Uh
him.
I don't like him either, but I'm glad they had him in there because that was my main, and I liked beating my friends as him.
His reasoning for at the end is our Atlantis is an old society. It's okay to kill people, so I will do it. It's
Yeah,
like, okay.
but and then I also read Throne of Atlantis. I think that's what it's called.
I
It's
do
New
think his
52.
story is cool though.
Golden Age Aquaman, I will admit, is really lame.
Mm-hmm.
But New 52, I think, really did something. This is terrible that I'm saying this. New 52 did something really good with Aquaman.
Well,
I know the New
well,
52, I feel, did something good.
well, I feel like Didn't they make Beast Boy red?
I don't remember.
I just remembered that. I hate that. But
New 52 is kind of like 2020, you know? Like,
mm,
a lot of bad things happened in the New 52, but there were some good things.
there is some good.
I feel like that's a perfect analogy for 52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like the movie, but Aquaman,
I really like the movie, okay.
yeah.
I know we differ on that point, but Aquaman the movie, I really like the fight scenes. I thought this is probably you're probably gonna hate me for saying this. I liked it better than Endgame.
No, that's
Yeah, I know you would disagree
Endgame
with
was
that.
garbage.
I know Endgame
No.
was garbage. That's why I liked Aquaman more. I really did not like Endgame because of the whole time thing. But that's another topic for another day.
I don't
That we
know.
have to
Their
do a top.
excuse. I just want
We
to bring
have.
up one thing. Their excuses. Oh, our time travel is different, so we can do different stuff.
Oh my gosh, you cannot bash Back to the Future like that and then do something like that. You know, that's just not how it works.
Really isn't.
Yeah,
All
but
right, let's.
Throne of Atlantis was a comic I really liked by Aquaman. I'm still trying to pick it up at the comic shop. Which I do have some comics. I don't have very many, but I really
Oh,
want
I
to
mean,
get
I
that.
saw what you have.
Yeah, you did. Um, yeah, I just really want to pick up that comic book series because that really made me like Aquaman more. It was with Ocean Master and stuff, and it was just really cool. And
Ocean
not to,
Master's a good villain.
yeah, he is. You know,
Yeah.
um, Aquaman Triton is so cool. Uh, it pierced Darkseid, which was awesome, and that made me really happy.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my dog.
I didn't really. I heard like kind of a thing, but not really anything. That's just too loud. But
Yeah.
let's get to our number ones.
All right. What's your number
I'll
one?
I'll give you one last chance to guess.
Uh, any hints?
They're in the Justice League, like everyone else.
I
Like
know a
DC has
character.
one team, Marvel has thousands.
No, that's not true at all.
I disagree with what you're saying, but just take a guess.
Justice Society of America.
Oh, like those exist at the same time. Alright, whatever.
Okay.
Just
I'm gonna give you a hint for mine. Mine was on your list.
was it really?
Yeah.
Not Doctor Fate, is it?
I don't know. Is that your guess?
Oh shoot. Yeah,
No.
damn
Crap.
it.
Who have you not said? I want to say Martian Manhunter.
Is mine?
Yeah.
You got it.
Did I actually? Oh my god.
Yeah, you did.
I was debating on putting him on my list. He's just a really cool character.
Dude, Martian Manhunter is literally pretty much the same strength as
That's
Superman.
Superman with a
He just has a
plastic man's
bigger
powers.
weakness.
Mm.
That's it.
It's not even a weakness.
Yeah, it's fire.
It's just like a mental weakness. It's not even like an actual weakness.
Well, I know that, like in Injustice, right? He gets killed super fast because
No,
just
I thought he
laser
was the
vision.
librarian.
What?
I thought he was the librarian at one of the. I thought he was. You know how like Atlantis has like a library, or
Oh,
maybe it's the Justice League library. I don't know.
well, what I
He's like a
know
librarian.
is in the comics, he was like, I forgot who's pretending to be, but he was like beating up Wonder Woman pretty much because he's on Batman's side, right?
Yeah.
You probably already know this, but yeah, he just gets murked by laser vision, like Shazam did.
Dang.
And it's just
John
like,
Jones.
I mean, that's That's a cool name, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Plus,
Isn't there
Martian
like an
Manhunter.
extra Z in there or something?
Yeah, there is.
Man, I wish I was that cool where I had a
But
extra Z in my name.
plus, he has more powers than Superman does.
Yeah. That
Because
I
he
was
can shapeshift, turn into a big snake if he wants to.
I know I
That's
totally forgot him. I wish I would put him on my list now that I'm thinking about that. I would have man, that's I forgot about him for some reason that didn't click in my brain. I would have put him on my
well,
list.
you
He's really
remembered when
cool.
you were guessing my thing.
Yeah, because I was like it couldn't be Martian Manhunter and then I was like it is Martian Manhunter. It's got to be because that's a really cool character.
So, who's your number one?
Wait, I got to ask you before I say my
Okay.
number one. Why do you like him so much besides like is it just like the name again?
No, no, no. It is a cool name, but the moment I realized that he's one of my favorite characters was actually when he died in Injustice, because I
Yeah.
was like, because he even says he's just as powerful as Superman. It's he's Superman with
More
different
powers.
powers, but just a really more, I guess, a bigger
Yeah.
weakness that can be used against him. Then
Actually, I don't know about that since the DC universe is big on magic, Superman is weak to magic.
that's true.
Um
So, I mean, it's really debatable who's stronger, but we know who'd win in
yeah.
a fight, though, because literally heat vision. But
No,
I
but
he's
that's just
so strong, though.
Injustice Superman though.
Well, I think Superman in general, if he uses laser vision, could kill.
Yeah, probably because fire, yeah.
But he's just the best character. That's
All
in my
right.
opinion.
Um so my number one is Nightwing.
Oh, I mentioned him because yeah, it figures. Yeah, because
Nightwing is my favorite character by far.
he's my favorite Bat Family
I think
member.
he's my favorite comic book character of all time.
Really? You
Yes,
like
he,
mullets?
huh? I
You
like
like
mul.
mullets?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
trying
you
to
do?
grow one out right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I
I
would
like
never
his
do
red
that to
outfit.
myself. Oh, I don't know. Let me go grab that actually, because I have. Never mind. I don't need to grab it. I remember what it looks like. I have the comic in the New 52 with him. And his red outfit jumping off the building.
I don't like his stint as like an agent. I don't like that. But
I don't like his feathered
Nightwing.
outfit. You know what I'm talking about? You know how he kind of has like the stuff hanging down in the Teen Titans when he first becomes Nightwing?
Oh,
It
yeah, yeah.
and it's like I think it's yellow too and like stuff. I don't know.
I like him in the new Teen Titan movies, like
Yeah,
the
he's
Judas contract. He
uh-huh.
was
That
very
was a
cool now.
really cool. Yeah.
And in Dark, was it a War
Justice League
Apocalypse?
Dark.
Dark
Mm,
Apocalypse? Yeah, whatever.
I don't
The
know.
Dark Apocalypse thing. He actually, I don't know if you've seen the Dark
I've
Apocalypse.
I have not.
What happened? Do you mind if I spoil something?
I don't mind.
But pretty much, he gets killed because like everyone else gets killed too. Because they go to Apocalypse, and then they actually like have I forget what the creature is called. Demi something.
The
The
Parademons?
parademons. Yes,
Yeah.
there's parademons, but they have some dark side in it. So all those parademons are half dark side.
Oh
And
dang.
so they just kill the whole Justice League, pretty much. And they enslave Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and a bunch of other leaguers. And then they
Is that
go
their
and
official
send
name?
leaguers.
Leaguers. I
But
like that.
pretty much what happens is he also sends them to attack Earth, and they attack Titan's tower, and then you see that they kill of the Teen Titans, and then you actually see Nightwing get killed.
Dang.
You actually Superman's part of the Titans at that moment. I mean, Superboy. I mean,
Really?
yeah, he survives, but gets killed in like the last fight. Like you see his neck get snapped.
Daggone.
Shazam, actually, when he's there in the very beginning, when all the Justice League people go to attack Apocalypse, he gets his leg cut off, and the Cyborg makes a boom tube, and he escapes. And then in the final fight, because there's multiple fights happening at the same time in the final fight, he gets like surrounded by a bunch of them, and then he does like a self-destruct and dies.
Oh dang, that's cool.
But
Nightwing is got to be my favorite just because the character. I think the concept is awesome. Like Dick Grayson going off on his own and becoming his own hero.
Think him not wanting to be Batman is like Batman is very good. I also like how he mentors the other Robins.
I do too. And I think he's a really good tactician, and he's also a really good leader for the Teen Titans.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite Nightwing?
Favorite Nightwing?
Or Dick Grayson in general? Is it original Teen Titans? Or is it the new Teen Titans with him as Nightwing? Or what?
When you say the new Teen Titans, you're talking about the one where like Deathstroke comes in and just like slaughters all of them?
Yeah.
Probably not that one. But just in advance, if we ever do a tier list, I do like Deathstroke a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just a hint. So probably not that because it showcases off Deathstroke more than it showcases off Nightwing. I don't really know. I don't know if I could pick a particular time where I like Nightwing the most. It's just
when did you know that
when
Nightwing
did I
was
know
your
I
favorite?
like? Oh man, I don't even remember how. Again, it probably stems from Injustice, even though that's Damian.
Death?
Yeah, just because.
You mean like
because like in
Damian's Nightwing?
No, not when Damian's Nightwing. Just because like Batman says like Dick Grayson was more of a son than you will ever be to me or whatever, and I'm like, dang.
Yeah, that was a roast.
And it was just really awesome, just because he's just like, I think he's everything I would want Batman to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
Because he's like Batman, except he actually cares. Like Batman cares, but
I think that actually affects his ability to like plan stuff. I don't know. I feel like Batman will always be a better planner than Dick Grayson.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree.
But Dick Grayson's the better superhero. I would think
so. That's just my opinion.
Alright. So
I really liked your list.
Oh yeah, I liked yours too. I think mine has a little too much supernatural, probably.
No, but mine has you made up for the lack of supernatural on mine.
Yeah. So we've been doing this for an hour and 17 minutes actually already. So do you want to talk about the Batman, or do you want to just end it? The new Batman movie?
I don't think we have too much to say about the new Batman movie. At least I don't.
Well, I think it's going to be the detective. Let's just talk about it real quick then.
Yeah.
It's going to be the detective version of Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. He does not look like Batman, but I think he'll do really well. I don't know.
I agree with that.
My girlfriend made me watch Twilight, and he wasn't my favorite in Twilight.
Team Jacob.
No, not at all. I wasn't on anyone's team.
Come on, Team
I was like,
Jacob.
I watched the movie, and that one guy that plays in Bohemian Rhapsody that plays Freddie Mercury was in it.
Yeah, Rami Malek.
Yeah, and he had the power to like control elements like fire, water. Yeah, and I was just like on the final fight, it was like if I was him, I just burn all the other vampires alive.
The only thing I like about that is about that movie series at all is the final fight, and then I don't like how it was fake. I wanted everyone to die. I
Yes, I
wanted that to happen.
know. Yeah, that was brutal.
I do like how vampires have separate abilities, but yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
But
we'll have another talk about Twilight, I
yeah,
guess.
we'll have a whole extended thing about Twilight. But I do like. Actually, I don't like. I mean, I like. Okay, so I like the new Batmobile, but I don't like that. That's the Batmobile. Batmobile.
I don't think I like it.
I like the car, but not that it's the Batmobile.
Uh, okay, I agree with that.
I
Yeah,
don't know. It just kind of doesn't fit. Because if you're having a detective Batman, you're having that as the car.
yeah, I know. It kind of looks dumb, to be honest,
Yeah,
but also it's kind of like, I don't know, this Batman is really getting me excited for a different version of Batman.
I
Does that
like
make
the
any
suit.
sense? I don't know. It looks. I'm trying to remember what it looks like. It's just, I like it. I like the colors, but I kind of wish he was bulkier. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's definitely a slim Batman. Like he's even like
Yeah,
slimmer than Christian Bale's, which is
yeah. I definitely think it's my favorite suit so far, but
mhm.
um, I wish he was bulkier.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings me to, do you think this is going to be Robin as Batman, or do you think it's going to be Batman as Batman?
Well, it's definitely a different movie series. It's not the DCEU because
It's
they
not.
got it's not.
Oh
So
yeah, you're right.
it's definitely gonna be Bruce Wayne. I think.
You think so?
I think so.
I
But it's
think
more about the detective side and his
I think it's
villains.
gonna be Bruce Wayne, but I think it would be a really smart decision to make him Tim Drake.
What you want this to be like a new Gotham, where it's like
No,
Bruce
because
Wayne's old.
I can't see him being the best fighter, Robert Pattinson.
Hmm.
I see him being a really good detective actor, you know?
Well, yeah, that's what he's. That's the Batman's
So
being cast for.
I think the best villain, I don't know, I heard there's gonna be multiple villains from like
Yeah.
Penguin, the Catwoman. What do you think the best villain for this movie franchise or movie would be?
For this movie, Riddler,
I totally agree. I was gonna say that too.
because that's the one that could definitely challenge the detective Batman.
Uh-huh. And I'm really intrigued with the detective version of Batman because haven't really seen that at all.
Yeah, I mean, you see bulky Batman with Ben
Yeah.
Affleck. You saw tech
No,
Batman.
you see killing Batman,
Yeah.
just murderous Batman. And then also with what's his name? Crap. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton was dark Batman. Then you had Adam
Yeah.
West, the legend, who was hippie Batman. Good
Oh
stuff.
man, if we don't get some like bat objects within this movie, if we don't get like a Robin that says, "Hey Batman, do you want a bat
Great
snack?"
Scott.
or something, just make up random bat words.
That's nah. I can't make up a bad word.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Man,
I'm not good at that.
we should do a top 10 of the favorite gadgets from the 50s show, wasn't it? The 50s?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Actually, was it 60s? I don't even know.
50s or 60s. Yeah, I think it might have been
The
60s
shark
actually.
repellent's number one. I think we all
Yes.
know. We don't even
Yeah.
need to do number one. It's definitely shark repellent.
Oh man.
Yeah,
But I'm really excited for this new
I am
Robert
too.
Pattinson. It, I just I just kind of wish it would come faster, and that's just me kind of being bored right now.
Hmm.
But I think once it comes out, well worth the wait. I don't know. I still haven't seen Joker, which is like
I saw it, and I actually was pretty upset with it.
I feel like I'd be
It's a
that
very
way too.
sad story,
I feel like
but
I'd be that way too because I don't really I like Joker as Joker. I don't like him as someone that's not Joker trying to be Joker or whatever, you know?
well, he ends it. All right, well, without spoiling anything, I feel like this Joker, it shows the making of Joker, which can be. Oh, okay. It was good in that department, I think,
Really.
but just the justification for everything was very lacking, in my opinion. But he is just crazy, so that could make sense because he's a Joker, right? Like one of the most
Yeah.
evilest people ever. So it makes sense that he does the things that he does, right? Nothing
Yeah.
he does should ever be like, oh, that's so good. It makes sense. This and that. A lot of
Yeah.
people did that, and I was like, you guys are crazy because this guy is not a good guy. You're just seeing the perspective of a bad guy.
I just don't think it's gonna be able to beat Heath Ledger Joker.
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. It
I
does
feel like
not.
I'd be really disappointed. Everybody's like, "This is such a cool Joker," and me is like, I don't know. I don't. The Joker creeps me out, but I like him. You
I
know?
feel like it's a good Joker for Robert Pattinson Batman if they decide to make that the same thing. I
Really,
think that would be good.
really. Um, Joker has always been to me like, you see like a rattlesnake, and you're like, okay, I respect that thing, but I'm not gonna go anywhere near it.
I
You know?
respect the rattle, but I'm not going to interfere with it.
Yeah, it's just like I'm just gonna stay out of its way and just kind of like watch it from afar. You know? That's always been my
Yeah.
opinion on Joker.
Well, I think we've had a pretty good discussion here today.
I think so too.
Next
Um,
time, we're going to be doing the
okay,
top
next
10
time,
DC villains, right?
I don't know. I kind of want to come up with a new category, kind of like I feel like we could save the DC villains for another time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. So we'll
So,
come up with a new thing
I
between the next
I
recording.
just gotta figure out your whole entire list before we do it. Actually,
Yeah,
so
because
you gotta give me some time. I did a lot of research on figuring out your whole entire list today, so I need a break.
you got like 7 or 6 in mind even before I said it.
I know, but that's also because I put them on my list, which also attests to how good of characters they are.
They are good characters,
Yeah, so
especially Martian Manhunt.
we could do we'll talk about it. Um,
All right. So
but
that's all for today, guys. I will see you guys next time.